Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm K2 Real. My nickname K2 came from long ago soccer. Then people thought it of kind of like being a version 2 of myself. But when I spell it as I spell it out, I have the TOO on the end. So for every one of you who've ever been too much, you're my people, or been told you're too much, I like to spell my name out, Kaetoo, to remind myself that I'm not too much for everyone. And for those of you whom I'm not too much, who are at my channel, thank you very much. I've got another brand new deck. I didn't love the way I love the way that the linen heavy duty stock felt in my hands, but I also love the way the glossy feels in my hands even more. And I didn't really like the way that the linen looked on camera. So when I had to print a whole new deck, because I couldn't stand that some of my cards had mismatched backs, or what I would call marked cards. I don't like marked cards, even if I keep myself blinded. You guys don't know that. And I don't know, it just feels weird to me. I kind of avoid marked cards. So it was really bothering me in my other deck. So since I had to reprint everything anyway, I decided to do this beautiful pink and yellow, kind of magenta, kind of gold colors that I really love and relate to, because it just looked really pretty. So I'm excited to be using this. I think this is my first long form video since I've done that. Thank you for those who are here with me, for those who are subscribers or who've never met my content before. What I do is I use all of the art that I painted in a very brief time last winter while kind of in a hermit state, while fasting, while meditating, while painting at a really crazy rate, not really doing much else for a long period of time. And then I was getting guided messaging, and I was being really taught how to do the paintings. So it was kind of a cool time frame. I'm about ready to start setting up shop again, but since then I was guided to put all my cards and put them all into a deck, print them out. I started doing these tarot readings using them. Yeah, it's all been guided along the way, and I do believe if you're here, it's because somehow in your life you've been guided to this moment to find this. And I will tell you, I come to today's reading with a hidden agenda, which is a new thing that I'm daring myself to do, that I dare all of you to do, which is 3 times a day, dare yourself to do something dramatically different than what you've done before. This is how we change the world. We do something dramatically different ourselves within our own control than we've done before. Nothing illegal, nothing dangerous, only peaceful things, only good things. But let's think about dramatic 3 choices we can make every day to do something different than what we've ever done before. And I would love to hear your comments on what you're trying. But I tried one today. I reached out to somebody that I hadn't reached out to in a very long time, and we'll see how it goes. But that's my first one. I'm looking at some, well, actually I did have some other ones, but I'm going to keep them to myself. But really I had one other one, so I'm looking for one more today still. So, okay, let's go into it. So the way it works is the cards reveal, of course, the message that I received while I was painting the card that I can share as it kind of relates to the grouping of cards. But also sometimes I go into channeling. I'm still very new at it. It's still very awkward for me. I've even had videos where I kind of fight it. I try not to even play these videos back to myself because I'm very self-critical, and I'm learning to love myself, which we all need to do. That's the number one thing that we're here to learn on this earth. So, you who are too much, who are my people, who are always looking for answers, who are seekers, who are, you know, high energy but never know how to use that energy. Let's become a community together. Thank you so much. So let's find out what the universe has to tell us today. Oh, yes, you are magnificent. You are perfection. All of us are. And that means literally all of us, not just on this planet, but on every planet, in every star system, in the universe, anywhere, anyhow. We are all magnificence. We are all part of a perfect plan and a perfect creation. Not in a religious way, but in a perfect way. We are everything. We are perfect. We do things in perfect ways. Everything has meaning, even finding this video at this moment from this very, very small channel right now. If you found this, oh, it's kind of like, wow, maybe you're even one of my other 12. Like, I don't know. I mean, if you feel compelled to reach out, I am just always blown away by how people find this. I really am. It's kind of fascinating to me. So please comment. I'm reading comments, obviously. I am a human who is living out my best life right now, my best passion, which as it coincides with my childhood passion of drawing and playing with pieces of paper. I mean, that's literally what I did as a child when I was in my highest state of joy and frequency. And it's what I'm doing now. So I hope you're in the same boat. You are magnificent. We don't have to live the way that we thought we did. We really don't. More and more, I'm feeding myself information that's leading me to understand that even, oh, I have a dog that's making weird noises. I apologize for that, but it's such a cute dog. But yeah, even within the confines of this lack of freedom that we have, even without dramatic change, like there are ways to like heat and cool your home with just $40 worth of plumbing materials in a trench. Like, it's kind of crazy. I started like finding out this Amish information. It's not, you don't even have to go like crazy with solar panels. You just cool your whole house by burying plumbing and running it up into the house, because the earth cools your house and heats your house perfectly by nature. Nature is magnificent. We are magnificent. All of creation is magnificent. Even the bad things are here to teach us something, right? If this is a school, the bad things aren't inherently evil. They're also here to serve a purpose. Even the ones that we're all losing our mind with hatred over right now, we've got to just let that go. It's not about the names and the faces and the who and the what and the how. We're all here. We've all led to this perfect orchestration, to this perfect moment together. We're all perfect. We're all in our perfect place at the perfect time, doing the perfect thing. Now, let's say you, like me, do not feel like you are doing perfect things with your time. And I'm not talking about this time. This is the perfect thing that I feel like I am doing with my time. This is what brings me joy and happiness. But what I'm talking about is some of the other things I'm doing with my time in my, not just my human energy, but my financial energy, right? That's energy too. What am I doing with my emotional energy? Like, what am I doing with all of it, right? And if you have that dreaded job that you don't even love anymore, are you starting to hate it even more because you're like, wait, this is really, really, really even more meaningless than ever, right? Because all of the disclosure that's happening around us, how can we find joy and peace in the same old when we know it's only led to, let's call it what it is. I mean, this weird slavery that we're in, where we produce all the energy, we create all the materials, we buy all the materials, the same people profit off of everything, the same people control everything else. Like, why? Let's just start all doing 3 dramatically different things each day. I don't care what they are. Try living in a commune. If you're looking for a commune in Phoenix, you want to come live here with a few artists, hippie types, queer hippies who are just, trying to live out their passion as equally, like where people do the things they love and we work together on the things we don't love. If that's your dream, living in inexpensively as possible, I am looking for you. Who are my people? So many ideas for how to live sustainably, and so many great things to share with people who want to implement them together. Ouch. And then I draw the Handmaid's Tale card. Which what this is about is breaking free of conditioning. Oh my goodness, it's not our fault. I'm not picking on anyone. Why we've all been conditioned, let me play with lighting. Why we've all been conditioned is so obvious. I mean, when you think about it, right? I mean, isn't it? Isn't it wild when blatant patents exist of things to do to harm us? Because in addition to doing nefarious things to harm us, they're brazen enough to publicly want to own that because they also want to make money from it. It's like pretty wild. You thought the nefarious behavior was hidden and you found out it's not. So, I mean, we're looking at this all wrong. Question everything, every single thing. It's not just being a rebel. It's not even just looking out for your best interest. It's just being realistic. If you know we're not living biblically, we're not living 900 years and you don't really know why, and just, I don't know, things feel off? Don't things feel off about how we're living? Aren't we living in a negative timeline right now? Like so many bad things are happening. But meanwhile, there's parallel positive timelines. And it's just a question of what do we have to do to get into the positive timeline? And can we do it independently before the ascension? Can we work our way into a positive timeline simply by changing the way we live our lives? That's what I'm questioning every day. If you're here and you still are struggling to break free of conditioning, I mean, I have a lot of ideas, right? Inexpensive ideas for you. I would love to chat. I really believe that human design can help break free of conditioning. I really do. So I believe human design can replace therapy. I believe human design can change your entire life. So if you're interested, I'm very inexpensive still because I believe in community and I believe in exchange of energies. And yeah, so hit me up. And I can be reached through WhatsApp at Real K2. Like real as in I'm not. This is me in the real world. I go by K2. Everyone who really knows or cares about me. So K2, is it K2 real or real K2? I don't know, but it is in my profile. Okay. Crazy art, but it's basically saying, you're so amazing. Don't live small for somebody else. In any way that you're living small because of somebody else, don't do it. Don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise yourself in any way, whether it's for a relationship, whether it's kids, your parents. You can forgive and you can love unconditionally to the best of your ability as a human in the skin suit that we're in. But, you got to let it go otherwise, right? Everybody is who they are for a reason, and they're in your story the way they are for a reason. But question everything, because what's happening at a higher level is definitely the thing that we need to break free of, the thing that we need to understand, right? Everything that was invented right now was invented for a reason, and if you think of the reason as negative, then you understand that it can't be a good thing, right? And that, I'm sorry, that includes religion. That's a big one for a lot of people. But spirituality is not religion for a reason. We are odd, all of us. Yeshua tried to explain it. His words got twisted, as they do. I remember as a child saying, nothing man-made can ever be pure. Nothing man-made is pure. Okay, especially translation. Communication is really a thing of constant manipulation. But let's talk about what is true. Number one, the magician. And magic is a permission slip. For each of us, there's a different magic, right? It isn't always mushrooms. It's always the moon if you let it be. But it's always the mushrooms if you let it be. It's always whatever you let be your permission slip. It's tarot, it's talking to people passed to the other side of the veil. It's whatever you're doing. Is it studying the Bible, looking for answers? I've actually recently started reading rereading the Bible with a different understanding in mind, right? And it is very interesting how you see where all the false interpretations came into play. But I've also been reading the hidden Bible books, and those are fascinating because those go right along with every out of body experience or every near death experience you've ever heard. There's a lot more magic in these other Bibles. Isn't it interesting that anytime humans are shown that they have magic and power, that's hidden from them? Because the magic and the power must come from obedience, my friends, and fear. Really? The foundation of every corrupted and broken system today. And I repeat this a lot. It's going to be the theme for all my art. As soon as I stop this video, I'm going to set up my art station and I'm going again. And my new theme is this: that the foundation of every broken system is fear. So what are we going to do? We got to break free of the fear. No matter what you have to do to let go of the fear, you have to find your own magic. Because we all have it. And what I'd like to say is you could literally draw a bunch of things, make your own little deck out of it, and start asking it some questions and be really just kind of astonished by what it tells you. Because I did not take CIA-like training. I did not go to Monroe Institute yet. I still want to. But I haven't learned the techniques that so many have learned. Just remember that those techniques can be used for both the good and the bad, and right now I am only proposing it for the use of the good. But we need to play catch up, guys. The bad guys are using this. So we need to all start trying to use this. Release. I have a whole instructional tutorial I'm about to release, potentially, about how the sound bowls coincide with healing, coincided with your human design profile and the planetary transits, and how this aligns to increasing our frequency in order to open up the doors to higher dimensions, and opening up DNA that we haven't previously been using, and it's more magical than what we use in the 3D. Okay, so if we're still in the 3D, I think this is all you need in order to not be in the 3D to some degree or other. Oh, and once again, I can't have a reading and not be reminded that this is the year of the fire horse, and great change is coming. Whether you read the Bible and you understand Revelations, whether you study astronomy, whether you study astrology, whether you study human design, whether you believe in the Chinese year of the fire horse, whether you've been listening to quantum physics, quantum anything spiritual, no matter what led you to this crazy place in your algorithm that you found me so brand new to this universe, to this channel, to having any amount of people, you obviously believe in the fire horse, so you know things are happening. Things are happening as prophesied. And it's gonna get, times are a changing, whether you're changing with them or not. If you're a senior and you haven't tried mushrooms and you have a fear of death, there's something a lot of people are now privy to that you are not. In some countries, they're helping seniors get over their fear of death using mushrooms. Major university, Johns Hopkins, is using them to cure all sorts of things. They crack open your brain waves that are stuck. Maybe they're cracking open that unused DNA. Who knows? Just as they go into the earth and they crack up and destroy everything that is wrong under the ground, they can crack and fix everything within you. We are just a microcosm of everything else, right? Human is just a living and moving example of what a banana, a tree, the earth, Gaia, the moon, the sun, everything. We're all this energy and okay. Be prepared. Hopefully you're here, you are. Or you will be. Ooh, and Lady Luck. Since you're here, you have a little luck coming your way, and that's great. I'm telling you, this card, when I've drawn it personally, brought me a really amazing amount of luck. I can't say exactly what it was because it was so lucky. I don't want to have any acknowledgement of what made it lucky versus just a valid thing. But it was lucky. And so, yeah, for whoever's watching this, I'm seeing a lot of luck for you. And I think, all the things we talked about are going to help with that luck, right? Because when we follow our passion and when we start using our magic, I think a lot of lucky things are going to start happening for all of us. And maybe the biggest lucky thing of all is really this exposure and this disclosure and what's going on right now. Because when the technology exists that's been hidden for us for over 7 years, listen to Dr. Stephen Greer. I believe Stephen is his first name. I'm bad with names, white men names especially. But yeah, he was a doctor who's become known as a UFO expert, and yeah, just listen. It's very interesting. But circling back, how did I connect all that? Wow, I don't even remember. It'll come to me when it matters. But yeah, I think right now, 70 some years, there's been access to an energy that could save us all from hunger, save us all from pollution, save us all in general, and yet it's hidden from us. So it's like, first contact means good things for everybody. Okay? It means that they're here to help us. When the truthful ones appear, they're here to help us. And they're going to help us. And not in a hero worship kind of way, because they might be us in another dimension, right? And everything's happening simultaneously. But in a way that, we're fixing this and we're doing it the smartest way we possibly can, which is this perfect creation. Wisdom and guidance. I mean, for me, what I'm going to say about this right now is if you've ever been underwater and you've been even snorkeling, but I mean scuba, right? If you've been scuba diving and you're communicating with the animals of the sea, they have a soul. I feel like you're getting a data download just as much from those kind of activities as you are from any of these other methods that I've talked about, right? I really do feel like there is so much magic under the sea, so much to be discovered. In fact, Earth is full of magic and things to be explored and discovered in the same microcosm that we are able to explore and discover within ourselves so many magical things. And I guess that's the summary of the story. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't, please subscribe. Thank you for being here. Please leave a comment if you want to chat about this more. Like I said, if you need a certain form of alchemizing of trauma and healing, I have many, many ways. I have explored and tried so many things, and I am a teacher by nature and training an adult educator, which is different than a child educator. Adults have to be convinced they need to change in order to accept it. But I am happy to work with anyone who needs help, just kind of that final push in the right direction with your 3 goals and dares a day. Also, please comment if you think it's a great idea and you're willing and you're also trying to break out of the matrix and hop timelines with me to a more positive timeline. Why wait? Let's do this together.